Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. How are we doing today? Good. اليوم بإذن الله راح نتناول الصف الثالث والرابع الابتدائي. Unit 5. What's this? What's that? Rhythms and sounds. معكم المعلمة سارة الشبيكي. As always, it's a pleasure. So let's begin by remembering our classroom agreements. We know by now, we're experts. We need to find a quiet place so that we're ready to learn. Also, if you're hungry, pause the video and grab a snack. Don't forget your weekend book and a notebook on the side so that we can write. Show me your pencils. How can you hold your pencils? Excellent. So let's begin by reviewing what we took last time. So last time we learned how to identify objects. Let's say I had an orange on the table. That's near. What do I say? This is an orange, right? If it's near. If it's far, what do we say? That is an orange. I have to go and reach it, right? Let's look at the other pictures. We have a book, a pencil, and a pen. We can say, that is a book. Repeat after me. That is a pencil. That is a pen. Excellent. So today, inshallah, we are going to revisit subjective pronouns. We always use them. What are subjective pronouns? As you can see in front of you, I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. Do you use these words? Right, we use them all the time. So today we are going to review them and go over them, okay? Also, we are going to continue asking and responding to basic questions. Okay, one of those questions that we always ask, how old are you? What's your name? Right? How are you today? We are also going to use lined paper correctly. We always use lined paper, right? So today we are going to pay special attention to how we hold our pencils and write on the line. It's very important to know how to hold a pencil and write. Excellent. Also, we are going to write guided short answers. And by guided, I mean we are going to trace. Okay? Let's begin. So again, look at these words. We have I, you, she, he, we, they, and it. Look at this girl. She is pointing at herself. If I was standing here talking about myself, I would say, I. Excellent. I. Even if there was a boy standing talking about himself, he would still say, I. Okay? If I was pointing at you, what would I say? If I was pointing at you, obviously I would use the word you. Point at me. Ask me a question. How are you? Now this is a picture of a girl or a boy. It's a picture of a girl. If I was talking about a girl, what do I say? She. She is standing up. She is a nice girl. What if it's a boy? What do we say? We say he. Excellent. He. He is holding a ball. He is wearing a backpack. What if I was talking about myself and someone else, or maybe a third person, and we are talking about ourselves? What do we say? we say, like I said many times, we, right? We. If I'm one person, I say I. If we are more than one person, we. So here we have 3 children playing. How do I point at them? What subject pronoun do I use? Excellent. I use they. They are playing hopscotch. Okay? So now, we are going to look at this picture here. Is it a boy? Is it a girl? Is it a group of people? Of course not. It's a slide. So it's a thing, right? So when you point at a thing, what do you say? You don't say she or he. You say it. Okay? So all of these are subject pronouns. Okay, boys and girls, say with me, subject pronouns. Tell me one subject pronoun you remember. I. Good job. You. She. He. They. And it. Good job. So now we're going to open page 38. Do you have your week handbook? Show me your week handbook. Open page 38 and listen to this chant. Okay, boys and girls?
How old are you? How old are you? I am 10. I am 10. How old is Abdullah? How old is Abdullah? He is 10. He is 10.
Okay, so over here, the first question that was asked, how old are you? How old are you? And then if someone asked me, how old are you? What would I say? I would say, I am 10. Over here we have Abdullah. So we're saying, how old is Abdullah? The subject pronoun that we use is he. Excellent, he. Now notice, the letter H is uppercase. Why is it uppercase? Because it's at the beginning of a sentence. However, when we say I, it's always capital, even if it was in the middle of the sentence. Okay, remember that. So let's continue listening to our chant.
How old is she? How old is she? Who is she? Who is she? How old is Amina? How old is Amina? She is 10. She is 10.
So this time we have a girl, and her name is Amina. Who is she again? Yes, her name is Amina. So we're talking about a girl. What subject pronoun did we use? Yes, excellent. We used she. How many times do we see she? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Subject pronoun she is used for girls. Right. Let's continue listening to our chant.
How old are you? How old are you? We are 10. We are 10. We are, they are, we are, they are.
We are 10. We are 10. Okay, so now, yes, we can guess. Actually, we can find out right away that if you're a group of people, what do you say to refer to yourselves? We say we. This is the subject pronoun that we use. But if I'm talking about them, I say they are. We are 10. They are 10. Okay, so far so good? Okay, so on page 39, we are going to play a little guessing game. Okay, we will look at the pictures of the boys and the girls. We will use the correct subject pronoun and guess their age. Over here we have 8, 9, and 10. Let's listen together and then make a guess.
How old are you? We're 10. How old is Nora? She is...
Okay, so the first one, they answered. They said, we're 10. What about Nora? She is, give or take, she's 8. We use the pronoun she. She, she's 8. Full stop. Also, on the same page, let's continue listening.
How old are Rana and Amina? They're... How old is Joe? He's...
So we have 2 girls. So what do we say? First, let's guess their age. They look like they're maybe 9. Let's circle the number 9. Do we say she are, or she is? We have 2 people. No, we say they are. Excellent. They are 9, or they're 9. Apostrophe R-E, and then N-I-N-E, full stop. Now we're looking at this boy, and his name is Joe. Which subject pronoun do we use to refer to him? I said him, so it must be he. Yes, so he's, I'm guessing he's 10. We can say he's 10. Excellent. You don't have to write the sentences, but if you want extra practice, you're more than welcome to write with me. Okay? So now we still have 2 more people. This little boy and this little girl. Let's listen together.
How old is Pete? He's... How old is Sabah? She's...
So Pete, what do we say? Did you hear the audio? How old is Pete? He's... Let's guess that he is 9 maybe? He is 9. H-E. He's N-I-N-E. Full stop. What about Sabah? How old is Sabah? They look the same age, so let's pick 9. What do we say? She's 9. Excellent. She. Write with me. Capital S-H-E. She's 9. Full stop. So far, so good. Are we done? Did you circle all the numbers? Excellent. So, this is not in your books, boys and girls. You don't have this in your weekend book, but it's always fun to do a challenge, right? So let's look at these pictures together and guess their ages, okay? We are going to look at each of these pictures. This is a boy that grew up all the way over here. This stage is a newborn stage. When a baby is born, yes, it's a newborn baby. So we can say this baby is almost, yes, 2 weeks old. 2 weeks old. Again, when a baby is born, what's the stage of this baby? Right? It's a newborn baby. 2 weeks until maybe a few months. And then as the baby grows, it grows into an infant. So the baby is crawling, right? How old do you think the baby is? 6 months, right? 6 months, right? Let's write down how old this infant might be. 6 months. M-O-N-T-H-S. 6 months. Now as the baby gets older, he starts to stand up. He wants to grab things, throw them on the ground. Maybe he's learning to walk. So this stage is called toddler stage. So how old do you think a toddler is? Maybe 2 years? Let's write this down. 2 years. 2 years. Now the toddler is growing so fast. He's ready to go to school. So what age do you usually go to preschool? When you begin to talk, when you're ready to go and learn and explore. Maybe 3 or 4 years? So let's write this down. 4 years old. 4, F-O-U-R, 4 years. Okay, that was fun. So now you know when a baby is born, what are the names of the stages until the child is ready to go to school. So we are going to get our pencils ready. Are you holding your pencils? So on page 97, we are going to trace this question and this answer. How old is Abdullah? How old is Abdullah? A-B-D-U-L-L-A-H. Now this is a question, so the punctuation we use is a question mark. Excellent. So how old is Abdullah? He is 10. Full stop. Don't forget that full stop. Do you remember to leave space between words? Do you remember to begin a sentence, the sentence with a capital letter? Okay. Let's continue then. How old is she? How? H-O-W. How old is she? Notice that I leave space between words, okay? It's very important. Question mark. How old is she? She is capital S because it's the beginning of the sentence. She is 10. Full stop. So far, so good? Did you have a chance to trace it all? So let's continue then. On page 98, we are going to ask about you. How old are you? How old are, and then you. Punctuation, question mark. But I'm not talking to you by yourself. There's someone next to you. So if you're going to answer me, what are you going to say? Yes, you're going to say we. We are 10. Uppercase W. We are 10. 10. Full stop. So as always, boys and girls, we will always practice writing the letters of the alphabet. Okay? So today we're paying special attention to uppercase letters. We're going to keep practicing until it becomes effortless. Are we ready? Let's begin. So the first letter is uppercase E. E. We draw a line and then 3 lines pointing to that side. E. Okay, we can make an L and then draw 2 lines. Next is the letter F. Line and then another 2 lines on the side. Not 3, only 2. This is the letter F. Next we have uppercase G. It's like we're writing a C, but then we're going inwards to draw a line, like this. Like this. Then we have the letter H. 2 lines facing each other. Then we have a line between them. Uppercase H. Uppercase H. Are we getting used to this? I'm sure you can write all these letters effortlessly and even with a beautiful handwriting, right? We're getting used to writing. So moving on, I'm going to remind you to complete pages 97 and 98 for home learning, okay? Let's review. What did we do today? So today we learned about subject pronouns. If I'm pointing at a boy, simply we are going to use a he or a she. We're going to use he. If we're pointing at a girl, what do we say? She. So we can use he and she correctly. We can also use the subject pronoun I, if I'm talking only about myself, or we, if we are a group of people. If I'm pointing at you, I use the subject pronoun you. Also, we're going to use they. If I'm talking about a group of people, I'm going to say they. Excellent. So, we have a fun fact for you, boys and girls. Did you know that when a cat becomes 1 year old, it's just like a human when that human is 15 years old? When you're 1 year old, you can barely walk, but a cat is as old as a 15-year-old human. I think that's a very interesting fun fact, don't you think? And that's it for today, boys and girls. I hope you learned as much as I did, and until we meet again, inshallah. See you soon.